For more than 3 months, the Burmese army has been bombing and shelling Myanmar's Karen state.
These latest attacks after the coup, it's bad, and it could get worse.
Thousands have fled their homes due to airstrikes and fighting.
The Free Burma Rangers is a humanitarian movement and organization. We are not a militia. We're not part of any of the armed groups. We are also not pacifists. We believe people have the right to defend their own lives. That's a basic human right, and to defend others.
Karen state is located in southeastern Myanmar on the border with Thailand. Many people living there are now desperate for aid. This is Free Burma Rangers' account of a recent mission.
Most places we work in Burma, you have to walk. And it involves river crossings and walking up and down mountains. We move with everything on our backs, or sometimes with pack animals as well.
Jets overhead right now. Burma Army bombed earlier today. You can hear it.
Day and night, they're on high alert for bombing and soldiers.
Here we are in the little bunker. I can hear the aircraft right over us, flying around. The Burma Army is reinforcing up this road, so we are finding another way through with all these supplies.
30 of our Rangers have been killed in service. And those Rangers that were caught with the Burma Army, if they were alive, they were tortured to death and killed, every one of them. And so if we were captured, we could expect death.
In some areas, rebel groups give them safe passage.
Don't pass that guy.
Yeah.
Is
that landmine past him?
We were very close to a Burma Army camp. And so the local resistance scouted the road out so that we could cross this road safely.
Almost 50,000 people in the state have been displaced by the fighting in recent months. Their villages are no longer safe.
This school was bombed. You see the damage here. All the kids have run away now. This is a piece of shrapnel from the missile that came in. This damage here, and there's shrapnel everywhere. Looks like secondary explosions, like a possible cluster bomb, just the way the dispersion and the kind of small rounds that went in. You can see the damage here, school, all these school supplies, and kids' notebooks, map of the world. All the school supplies, the trophies from different sports, and then all this destruction.
Karen's ethnic armed forces have been battling government soldiers for more than 70 years. But violence has surged since the military seized power in February, with junta troops launching air and ground attacks.
This is the blood of a man who was killed in here by the airstrike. He was wounded. He picked up his son who was injured, came down the stairs. This is all his blood. And took his son to his wife who was in the trench, gave him to his wife, and he died.
Conditions are very hard. Some of them lost family members to the airstrikes or ground attacks. Many of them are sick, and there's no school. They're hiding in the jungle. Now it's the rainy season, so it's psychologically hard, it's emotionally very hard, and physically it's hard, and sicknesses rise in these circumstances.
Coming up to the families displaced by the bombing. People are hiding up here in the mountains from Burma Army airstrikes. In this spot, there are 5 families.
Among them, the young mother whose husband died saving their son from the airstrikes.
That child has already shrapnel still in his head and his neck. We couldn't get it all out. So it makes you feel very sad and very angry, and it's wrong.
Sky News isn't allowed into Myanmar to verify all of the stories you've heard. We asked Myanmar's military for a comment. It hasn't responded. The Burmese army has previously accused Free Burma Rangers of training and assisting armed rebels. The group insists their focus is helping those in need.
Our teams go to give help, hope, and love and not to fight. However, they can defend the people they're with. How did we get involved here? We were invited by people in Burma saying, please come and help us. And as long as the people want us, however long that takes, we're in all the way.
Walagi.
Walagi.